A divine message has arrived specifically for you today. You've been feeling strange lately. Unexpected waves of sadness, dreams about someone you can't quite see, and a persistent feeling that something important is missing in your life. These feelings aren't random. Your guardian angel has been trying to reach you with urgent information about your soulmate connection. The sudden tears that come without reason, the dreams of searching for someone, the songs that make your heart ache, for no apparent cause. These are all signs from the spiritual realm trying to alert you. Divine timing has brought this message to you today because what's happening cannot wait any longer. Protective energy surrounds you now as you receive this revelation. This message found you at exactly the right moment, as the universe has been working to ensure this truth reaches you before it's too late. Your true soulmate has recently said yes to someone else. This commitment was not made from true spiritual alignment, but under the influence of negative energies that have been blocking your divine connection. This isn't just about romance. This is about a cosmic bond that transcends ordinary relationships. What's at stake affects both your life path and theirs in profound ways that ripple across time. The spiritual guides watching over your soulmate connection are deeply concerned. When true soulmates are separated by incorrect choices, both souls experience ongoing spiritual distress, even if you don't consciously know who your soulmate is. This explains the unexplained emptiness you've been feeling lately. The universe is already working to protect this sacred bond, but there is only a limited window of time to realign this connection before the energetic separation becomes more difficult to overcome. Your soulmate's decision has created a spiritual imbalance that affects both your souls. The commitment they've made to another person goes against the divine plan for both your lives and creates karmic complications that will take lifetimes to unravel if not addressed now. This revelation comes to you now because divine timing has determined you're ready to understand the truth and take spiritual action. You need to understand how to recognize the signs of this soulmate disruption that have been appearing in your life. Think about the sudden onset of unusual dreams that started approximately 2 months ago. Dreams where you're searching for someone, where you feel an intense connection with a faceless person, or where you're trying to reach someone who can't hear you. These dreams began precisely when your soulmate made this commitment to another. The unexplained physical sensations you've experienced are direct evidence of this spiritual disruption. The random heart pains that doctors can't explain. The feeling of pressure in your chest that comes and goes. Sleep patterns disrupted at specific times, particularly between 1 and 3 a.m. when spiritual connections are strongest. These physical manifestations happen because your soul is responding to your soulmate's misaligned choice. Pay attention to how animals react around you lately. Have they become more protective or attentive? Pets can sense when their owners are experiencing spiritual distress. They often become more affectionate or watchful when they sense your soul's pain. The repeating numbers you've been seeing, especially 1111, 222, or 555, are the universe trying to get your attention about this situation. These aren't coincidences, but direct communications about your soulmate connection. Think about the sudden moments of grief or longing that come without any logical cause. The songs that suddenly bring tears to your eyes. The sense that you're waiting for someone even when you're not consciously expecting anyone. These emotional waves are your soul's response to what's happening with your soulmate right now. Your intuition has been trying to alert you all along. Now is the time to recognize these signs for what they truly are. True soulmate connections exist on a spiritual plane that transcends physical world choices and circumstances. Your soul and your soulmate's soul made agreements before coming into this lifetime, promises to find each other and fulfill certain purposes together. These soul contracts remain active regardless of conscious awareness or physical world decisions. When a soulmate commits to someone who isn't their true spiritual match, it creates a cosmic dissonance. Imagine two musical notes that are meant to harmonize together. When one note is forced to play in a different song, both notes suffer from the disharmony. This is what's happening energetically between you and your soulmate right now. This cosmic bond explains why you feel their choices so deeply, even if you haven't met them in this lifetime or haven't recognized them yet. Your souls remain connected through what spiritual guides call the golden cord, an energetic connection that cannot be severed by physical distance or life circumstances. The universe has specific purposes for true soulmate unions. These connections aren't just for personal happiness, but serve greater spiritual purposes, healing ancestral wounds, bringing specific gifts to the world, or advancing both souls' evolution. When these connections are interrupted, it affects not just the individuals, but their spiritual missions as well. Your recent experiences of seemingly random emotional upheaval, synchronicities, and unexplained knowing are all evidence that this connection remains intact on a soul level despite your soulmate's current choice. Your soul is responding to the misalignment because it recognizes the truth even when your conscious mind doesn't have all the information. This cosmic understanding explains why this situation matters so deeply, and why divine forces are intervening to protect the connection. The spiritual realm doesn't stand by passively when true soulmate connections are disrupted. Divine guides and angelic forces are already working to realign this situation. The sudden inspiration your soulmate feels to question their recent decision, the dreams they're having about an unknown person, the sense of something missing despite their new commitment. These are all forms of divine intervention already in progress. Spiritual protectors specifically assigned to soulmate connections are creating circumstances that will eventually reveal the truth to your soulmate. They may experience increasing feelings of doubt, unexpected memories of qualities they're truly looking for in a partner, or synchronicities that remind them of the type of connection they truly seek. That job offer that fell through unexpectedly, the travel plans that got canceled, or the unexpected move that seemed disappointing. These were actually divine redirections positioning you for eventual reunion with your soulmate. What appeared as setbacks were spiritual course corrections. The universe protects true soulmate connections because they serve purposes beyond personal happiness. These connections are often meant to bring specific healing or gifts to the world that can only come through the unique energy created when true soulmates unite. Your own spiritual awakening, the increasing interest in spiritual topics, sudden understanding of concepts that never interested you before, or heightened intuition you've been experiencing, is part of this divine intervention. Your awareness is being raised to help you participate consciously in this process of realignment. Angelic forces are working behind the scenes, but your conscious participation greatly amplifies their efforts. Your awareness and spiritual practice are crucial components in this divine intervention. Now you need specific practices to strengthen your soulmate connection and support the divine realignment already underway. Begin each morning with a soul connection meditation. Close your eyes and visualize a golden cord extending from your heart center out into the universe, connecting to your soulmate. Send feelings of love and understanding along this cord, without attachment to outcomes or timelines. This practice strengthens your energetic bond regardless of physical circumstances. Create a soulmate altar in your home, a small private space, with a white candle, a rose quartz crystal, and a written affirmation about divine timing and true connection. Light the candle each evening while holding the rose quartz and reading your affirmation aloud. This creates a physical anchor for the energetic work happening on spiritual planes. The power of sound helps clear negative interference. Play clear, toned bells or singing bowls in your space while setting the intention to clear any energies. Blocking your soulmate connection. Sound vibrations help dissolve the energetic static between connected souls. Rose quartz, clear quartz, and amethyst crystals are particularly powerful for soulmate work. Carry rose quartz to maintain heart openness, clear quartz to amplify your connection intentions, and amethyst to enhance spiritual protection of the bond. Place these crystals in a triangle formation around your bed to work on the connection while you sleep. When you feel sudden emotional waves related to your soulmate, place your hand on your heart and say, "I recognize this connection. I trust divine timing. All is aligning perfectly." This acknowledgement strengthens the bond while releasing anxiety. Write a letter to your soulmate, expressing your understanding about the current situation and your trust in divine timing. You don't need to send this letter physically burning. It releases the message energetically across the soul connection. You'll know these practices are working when you start feeling inexplicable moments of peace about the situation, when your dreams about your soulmate become clearer, or when you notice synchronicities increasing in your daily life, especially repeated numbers or symbols that feel significant. This revelation about your soulmate may trigger feelings of loss, jealousy, or anxiety. These emotions are natural but must be transformed to create space for reunion. Your emotional state directly affects the energy you send across your soulmate connection. When you harbor pain or resentment, these heavy energies make it more difficult for your soulmate to sense the truth of your connection. Begin a forgiveness practice specifically focused on this situation. Close your eyes and visualize your soulmate standing before you. Express your understanding that their choice wasn't made with full spiritual awareness. Release any blame or anger, seeing it dissolve into golden light between you. This practice isn't about condoning the situation, but about freeing your own energy from negative attachments. Salt baths with rose petals help clear emotional residue that accumulates during this challenging time. As the water drains, visualize all heavy emotions leaving your energy field, creating space for renewed hope and clarity. The universe is using this period of separation as divine preparation. There are lessons and growth needed before reunion can occur at its highest potential. Instead of viewing this time as just painful waiting, recognize it as sacred preparation for a connection that will be stronger because of this challenge. Watch for signs your healing is progressing. Increased periods of genuine peace, the ability to wish your soulmate well without attachment, and dreams that shift from longing to hopeful connection. Your heart is being prepared for a love that transcends ordinary relationships. This healing period isn't separate from the reunion process. It's an essential component. As you heal, you simultaneously help your soulmate awaken to the truth of your connection. Divine timing is already creating the path toward potential reconnection with your soulmate. In the coming weeks, expect increasing synchronicities, their name appearing unexpectedly, songs that remind you of them, or dreams becoming more vivid and specific. These are signs the energetic distance is closing. Within 3 months, Your soulmate will likely begin experiencing serious doubts about their current commitment. They'll feel increasing awareness that something essential is missing, though they may not understand the source of these feelings yet. Look for unexpected ways your paths might cross. The universe often creates chance encounters that feel surprisingly comfortable and familiar. By maintaining your spiritual practices, you create the optimal conditions for recognition when the moment arrives. The timeline varies for each soulmate pair, but the process has already begun. Trust the divine orchestration at work. This separation period, though painful, is developing the strength and wisdom both of you will need for the profound connection that awaits when divine timing brings alignment. This divine message about your soulmate connection has reached you today because the timing for action is crucial. Begin the spiritual practices immediately, not tomorrow or next week, as there's a specific energy alignment happening now that creates an optimal window for this work. Your spiritual guides urge you to trust this divine revelation and take consistent action on the practices provided. Show your appreciation for this divine intervention by giving super thanks up to $20, which helps maintain the channel for continued guidance during this important soul journey. This message found you at exactly the right moment. Your soulmate. Connection is too sacred to remain misaligned. Divine protection surrounds you now as you begin this spiritual journey.